everyone, my name is Charu and I welcome you all to our channel. I live in Hong Kong and my parents live in Delhi. They love to host parties, they love to entertain people at home, sometimes so much more than I do as well. And a lot of times when they have people coming home, they will call me and they will have some very specific questions on wine. I understand a lot of you would be living by yourselves, a lot of your parents would be living by yourselves, and they would be in a similar situation where they are having people at home and they may have some basic questions about wine. So, let's talk today about red wine. Now, let's start with some very basic things. What kind of glasses would we use for red wine? You know, my mother always has asked me, does it really matter if we use different kinds of glasses for red wine? Yes, it does. And the glass that we use for red wine is this. It's a long-stemmed, broad-based glass. The reason why we use this glass is that when we pour a red wine into it, it allows the wine to release its flavors and aromas. So this is the glass that we will use for red wine. Another thing that my mother has always asked me is, how would you serve a red wine from a bottle? Now, if this is the bottle of wine that you are serving to your guests who are coming home, the ideal way to hold the bottle would be like this. What happens is when you hold a bottle like this and when you have your guest right in front of you, the guest would be able to look at the bottle, would be able to see the label and maybe able to tell the kind of wine that he or she would be served. How would we pour a wine from a wine bottle into a glass? Let's see. This is our long-stemmed red wine glass that we have right here. This is our bottle of wine. We hold the bottle like this. So we bring the bottle close to the glass, gently pour in some red wine into it. Yeah. When you're pouring the red wine, you need to make sure that you do not fill the glass a lot. Again, the idea being that you are letting enough space be in the glass so the flavors can release, the aroma of the wine can release. Gently twist the bottle a little so there is no wine that drips out. And here, our red wine glass is ready. One of the things that my aunt who lives in Delhi has asked me many times is there a specific way to hold a glass of wine? A lot of times I understand it's very easy to hold the glass like this because it's very comfortable and yes, it gives you a strong grip as well. But ideally, a glass of wine should be held like this. So you are using your thumb, your index finger and your middle finger to hold the glass stem, and you let the other two fingers rest naturally on the stem of glass. So yes, you do have a strong grip on the glass. One of the main reasons why we hold the stem of the glass and not this way is we don't want any heat from our hands getting in contact with the wine and spoiling the flavors of the wine. So when we hold a glass like this, we are not letting anything get in contact with the wine to spoil the flavors. One of the main things that my parents often ask me is that what do we do with any leftover wine? Of course, a lot of times when you open a bottle of wine, you may not be able to finish it. So what do? You don't throw away the wine, of course. What you can do is you can just cork the bottle of wine back, and in case you do not have the cork, you can put a plastic cling wrap around the neck of the bottle. Why you would do that is to make sure that there is no air getting in contact with the remainder bottled wine and getting in contact with wine and spoiling any of its flavors. So again, just cling wrap it around the neck, put it in the refrigerator, and yes, you can use it later on. How long can you keep it? You can easily keep any leftover wine for 5 to 6 days. So, next time when you have a party and you have some leftover wine, do not throw it away. You can continue to enjoy it for the next 5 or 6 days. My father once asked me, how chilled should a should a red wine bottle be? Now, ideally, the temperature should be between 18 to 22 degrees. So what you can do is, if you're buying a red wine just before your party, you should buy it chilled. But yes, if you do have the time, bring it home, put it in the refrigerator and chill it before you can serve it to the guests. Ideally 18 to 24 degrees is great. So enjoy your wine and please like our channel and please subscribe to it too.